Girdle, and finally, welcome back to Ascendant Hearts. I can't wait to get more into this game. And, all we're doing is blueberry picking, okay? Alright, that's all this is. Blueberry picking, okay? Nothing weird's gonna go on, nothing's happening. It's just some good old-fashioned fun blueberry picking. When we reach the blueberry bushes, she crouches and begins gathering them. I want to help, but I still haven't figured out my inventory. I haven't done a simple quest like this in a while. It's nice. I remember picking berries when I was a new adventurer. You're so much stronger than me. That's because you're new at this, and the amnesia makes it worse, even in the beginning, even for beginning adventurers. Oh, I'm sorry. You can make it up to me by helping me pick these blueberries. But you don't know how to use inventory. I forgot. She sighs and beckons me closer. I step closer to her and she plucks a handful of berries from the nearest bush and holds them out. I accept them, but like with the potions, I don't know what to do except hold them uselessly. She scans me up and down while I fidget and she nods. Put them in your pockets. Excuse me? Inventory is very based on your clothes. Your pockets seem like our best bet. I can't see this ending anyway except blueberry stains all over my pants. Good. I am not shoving berries in my pocket. Oh, yes you are. Nope. If you don't do it, I'll do it for you. One look into her eyes convinces me she isn't bluffing. With a sigh, I put the handful of blueberries into my pocket and brace myself for them to be squished into a horrible, mushy mess. Aha! Okay. So, it doesn't happen. I cautiously look down at my pants. They're fine. I reach into my pocket and pull out an intact blueberry. I return it just as easily. My pockets don't have nearly that much room. They've apparently become portals to another dimension. Shiori bursts out laughing. What's so funny? Your face! You look so shocked. The blueberries, how? Where are they? They're in your inventory now. But that doesn't make any sense. She groans and fixes me with an irritated stare. Even when you learn how to do something, you have to confuse matters by questioning it. Explaining things to you is infuriating. Why bother trying? If you don't want me to... No, I didn't mean it that way. I'm grateful for your help. I really am. But you've done so much. Fighting weak monsters and collecting the blueberries can't help you a lot. And my questions annoy you, so why form a party with me? You could have sent me out here alone. Especially if it's so frustrating for her to deal with me, but I don't say that out loud. For a few minutes, she gathers blueberries in silence. I help, even though it still feels strange to me. Maybe she isn't going to answer. Then at last, she sighs. When I was new, it would have meant the world to me if someone helped me out. No one did? No, I learned everything on my own. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. It made me who I am. You, on the other hand, would be doomed if I sent you out here on your own. I opened my mouth to protest, but she's probably right. Instead, I watch quietly as she continues to collect blueberries. At last, she straightens. Hey, we're done now cooking blueberries. Are we done cooking blueberries? That's awesome. Okay, so, continuing on. Shiori, that should be enough. Ready to face the whammers again? Lead the way. Awesome. I love the whammers. They're so damn cute. I love them so much. We fight several groups of whammers as the day wears on. My awkwardness fades and soon I feel comfortable with the sword. I also feel different. In a way I can't explain. When we get back to town, you can use your skill point. My what? This amnesia is really annoying. Look, I'm sorry, lady, but you can't be so frustrated with a person that has amnesia. It just won't work. You're telling me. Each time you fought, you gained experience. Since you knew fighting whammers was enough for you to easily level up. That's why you fought so many, for a little bit of level grinding. Level grinding means I know about grinding. Ha! Yeah! No, I've just played old RPGs. I kept that one thought to myself. After that last battle, you learn enough experience to gain a skill point, which you can spend to learn a special skill. It will be something else you can do in battle aside from your basic attacks. She looks up at the sky where stars twinkle softly above us. Stronger monsters come out at night. We probably should go home. Alright. This still feels strange, but I'm starting to enjoy it. Part of me doesn't want this dream to ever end. Yeah, me neither. When we get back, we return to the town hall. We'll turn in our get quests here, but first, why don't you learn your first skill? How? Over here. She leads me to a corner of the room filled with wooden training dummies next to the arena. A man sits at a table with a thick folder in front of him. Talk to him to exchange your skill point for a technique. A little uncertain, I approach the table. I'd like to, use my skill point. Here, which skill would you like? He pulls a sheet of paper from the folder and passes it across the table to me. The list of combat skills, it's a list of combat skills with level requirements listed next to them. When I fought the Whammers, I couldn't help but wish I was better at protecting myself from their attacks. I looked through the low-level defensive skills. What does shield do? That should be good for you. It lets you temporarily raise your defense against physical attacks. Although, it'll cost you mana to use it. Oh, I didn't know we were playing Magic the Gathering. I should have called all my friends. Is that what you'd like to spend your skill point on? I returned the list to him. Yes, I want to learn shield. Wait, we don't get a say in this? That's not very fair. I thought we were in this together. Good choice. You strike me as a tank. I don't bother to question why this world knows RPG terms like tank. I'm just going to have to go with the flow here. He opens his folder, pulls out a paper labeled shield, and hands it to me. It looks like instructions on how to channel mana into my defense. His folder is filled with pages about other skills. Some, probably the most advanced techniques, have entire booklets. Man, good luck. Thank you for your business. Cool, awesome. He closes the folder and looks down at the table, so I assume he's done with me. He must have taken my skill point somehow. Why question dream logic? Now what? Do I practice against the dummies? We can if you want, but it's fine to wait for a real battle. I'll wait. After all the battles I fought earlier, I'm too tired to practice right now. Besides, the instructions don't seem too complicated. I should be able to figure out when I try it. Okay. She leads me to a desk at the far end of the room. According to the sign above it, this is where quests are turned in. Here are the quests we completed today. She passes in notices from the board along with pelts, blueberries, and other fetch quests materials across the desk to the receptionist. You're in a party? That's right. Conversations cease as the adventurers turn to stare at us. Ooh, this is awkward. Town hall falls silent for a moment, but then silence gives way to whispers. Shiori is in a party? Look, he must be your party member. I look around in bewilderment. Did we do something wrong? Aren't parties common? Here are your quest rewards. I hope you know what you're doing. I take my share of the rewards with more than a little confusion. It's mainly gold, although I feel like I've earned more experience for turning in these quests too. Thank you. Despite her polite words, her tone is clipped and angry. And thank you for your concern. We know exactly what we're doing. Maybe you do, but does he? I am clueless. Can I just outright say that? I would love to, because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. I'm obviously clueless. I really don't know what I'm doing. I barely understand this world at all, let alone the reactions. My confusion prompts a new flurry of whispers and murmurs among the gathered adventurers. Shiori scowls and spins around. People scatter as she marches towards the door, and I hurry after her. She seems a little angry. Also, was she never in a party before? Is that why people were giving her those strange reactions? Because that's what it looks like. Outside, she stops a short distance away and puts her head in her hands. What was that all about? I don't want to talk about it. Even if it's just a dream, she seems upset. I don't want to see her upset. Especially after how much she helped me during this day. Did I do something wrong? No. Then what? I told you I don't want to talk about it. Alright. She storms off. Wait, Shiori! If she hears me, she doesn't look back. I start to follow, then stop. Maybe she wants to be alone right now. I've only known her for a single day. She probably won't appreciate me following her at a time like this. Well, it's late anyway. I should head to the inn and see about getting a room. At least I have a little money now. It should be enough. Yeah, it should be. This is a nice place. I settle into my bed and close my eyes. What a strange day. Once I fall asleep, the dream will end. I'll wake up back in the real world and have a wild story to tell my friends. Maybe I'll be able to figure out what that last weird part was about. Probably not. Tired from battles, I sink into sleep. That's fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Rooster. Sunlight wakes me up and I open my eyes with a yawn. What a strange dream. It felt so... Hold on. Let's just get something straight. Sunlight probably wasn't the thing that woke you up, because it doesn't make any noise. In fact, it was a little rooster doing his little cockle-doodle-doo, okay? That's what it was. My thoughts grind to a halt as I blink through the bleariness of sleep and focus on my surroundings. I'm not at home. I'm at the inn. The inn! It wasn't a dream. I really am stuck in this strange world. And I have no idea how to get home. Oh boy. I sit at a table alone and try to eat the food I bought for breakfast. I barely taste it. My mind is a blur from the realization that this is really happening. I've had dreams within dreams before, but now I'm convinced I'm really awake this time. But what can I do about it? My memories are still fuzzy. I can't remember much about my old life at all, let alone how I got here. It's difficult to concentrate on all the noise. Amid all the noise, the tavern must be a popular breakfast spot, as it's currently filled with clientele. Clientele? Is that a word? I didn't even... Whatever. Oh, hello, you're one of the other girls. Hi, how are you doing? Excuse me. Her voice is so quiet it takes me a moment to hear over the din. Can I sit here? Here? With me? Sorry. No, I don't mind. You just surprised me. She sits down and doesn't say another word until the tavern waitress stops by to take her order. Then she falls silent again. It stretches on until I feel the need to break it. What sort of company am I if I don't even try to make conversation? What brings you here? I wave my hand around at the crowded tables. She must have sat with me because my table had the only empty seats in the place. Looks like most people came with groups or friends to have a good time. You don't... I stop, unsure if I can finish the question without insulting her. I don't want to outright say she came with any friends, or ask why she didn't eat breakfast at home. Maybe she can't cook. I shouldn't have said anything at all. But her eyes lit up with understanding. Oh, I'm staying at the inn. Really? You don't look like a traveler. Though really, how would I know? So much about this world is still unfamiliar to me. I'm not... really... My name is Aiko, and I came here to live. So she's living here at the inn. And she's also the one that joins our party. Ha! I'm Hayato. I don't have enough money yet to buy a house or rent a room. The innkeeper lets me work here in exchange for meals and a place to stay while I search for a better job. Why don't you become an adventurer? I'd rather not. Are you sure? I've only done it for one day, and already I was able to get a room here and buy food, with money left over to spare. She lowers her gaze and stares at the table. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, no. No, I'm not gonna question her. I mean, I guess adventuring isn't for everyone. I wasn't convinced at first either. Really? Yeah, fighting and taking on quests is not really my thing. Not to mention I still expected to wake up from this dream yesterday. What changed your mind? Another adventurer convinced me I should try it so I'd have a way to support myself. And you know what? It's not so bad. Now that I know we don't actually die when we're defeated, it's kind of fun actually. It's like living in a JRPG. Virtual reality has nothing on this. Oh. Even though she hasn't eaten her breakfast yet, she stands up. I'm sorry, I have to go. Wait, is this something I said? No, it's just goodbye. Thank you for keeping my company. Then she hurries out of the tavern. Okay, there she goes. By the time I get outside, she's already gone. Is it starting to become a pattern? Last night, Shiori ran off inexplicably, and now Aiko did the same. Maybe it's me. Who knows how many breaches of etiquette I might make because I'm unfamiliar with this world. Hi, hello, there you are again. You feeling better from last night? There you are. Did you sleep well? Oh, yes, well enough. I eye her cautiously. It's probably best if I don't bring it up last night's incident unless she does. I just want to check on how you were doing, since I got you started as an adventurer yesterday. Thanks. For a moment, neither of us say anything. Finally, I clear my throat. Why do I have to be the one to break these awkward silences? Did you want to do more quests today? As a party? I understand if you want to do something more in line with your level. No, that'll be great. Let's go see what quests have been posted. Oh, cool, she's on board. That's awesome. More fetch quests and monster slaying? Actually, do you think you're ready to take on your first NPC quest? Nope, by the sounds of it, I don't want to do this. I am not ready. Please don't make me go. What does that mean? It's a quest someone gives you personally instead of posting a notice about it. It's usually a bit more involved. Yes, but NPC? NPC? She stares at me like I'm crazy, but I can't help my reaction. Inventories, leveling up, fetch quests. It's all bizarre enough already, but these people can't seriously refer to non-adventurers as non-player characters. Yes, NPC. She speaks very slowly as if it will help me understand. Unnecessary personal contact quest, or NPC quest. Oh, great. That clears up a lot. Thank you, Shiori. What? The term was a throwback to the early days of the adventuring system. Back then, everyone started asking adventurers to do things for them, so the guild master set up guidelines about which quests should be handled by the town hall and which shouldn't. Guild master? That must be the guy in charge of adventurers. Basically, if you don't want to go through the town hall, your quest has to require personal contact with the adventurer in question. If you just need some berries gathered, you can write the instructions and put them on the signboard. You're not allowed to bother adventurers personally if it's not necessary. That seems strict. She shrugs. Like I said, it's a throwback. Everyone's so used to the system now. It's not really enforced. So, are you interested? Sure, how do we find an NPC quest? She taps a paper on the signboard. If someone has an NPC quest, they just post a notice for interested adventurers. This one was posted by a priest. Ah, oh boy. I try to imagine priests back home asking people to go out and kill monsters for them. The thought of it is so ridiculous I can't hold back laughter. Are you alright? Yes, it's just, never mind. If you're finished with your random fit of hysterics, follow me. Yeah, thanks. The church is quiet and empty. Right. I wonder who we're supposed to see about this quest. Beats me. You know, this little church hasn't changed a bit since I was a child. So much about the town changes from year to year, but the church stays the same. It's comforting. I smile, although I still don't have a good grasp on this world religion. I used to pray we'd return to an era of peace, free from monster attacks. Return? You mean the monsters didn't always attack? Not like this. The monsters that attacked you when you first arrived, the ones that warped in after a flash of light, those attacks are a relatively recent occurrence. It's happened for years, but it wasn't always like this. Oh, why did they start attacking? No one knows. Anyway, I prayed the monsters would go away. Eventually I realized the gods wanted me to become an adventurer to bring out the peace and longed for so much. Hello, Mr. Pope, sir? Priest, sorry. A noble sentiment. The deep voice makes me jump. as does the sudden appearance of the rather intimidating gentleman to which it belongs. Where did this guy come from? He snuck up on us out of nowhere. It is admirable to follow the will of the gods, particular when it leads you to better the lives of others. Shiori seems frozen in shock, and she suddenly drops to one knee. Oh, your holiness! Rise, child. The man glances at me. I look at both of them in confusion. Kneel. I don't know. Kneel? I have no idea who this guy is, but if Shiori knelt when she saw him, he must be important. Besides, she called him your holiness, so it must be a religious thing. I don't want to be disrespectful. I draw more attention to myself. I quickly kneel. Truly the gods must have wanted our paths to cross today. I agree, your holiness. He looks at her. I have seen you around many times, child. Then his gaze moves to me. However, I am unfamiliar with you, child. I'm new to Lightshire. I see, you both may rise. Shiori stands. Oh, thank gosh. I also get to my feet and wait for someone to give me an explanation. Shiori, however, still appears odd. When no one says anything, I come to the only conclusion that makes sense. Are you the priest who posted the notice? Shiori kicks me hard in the shin. Hayato! This is a High Cleric Nensei, the head of our entire religion. Oh. Great, I insulted the Dalai Lama or the Pope or something. Sorry, sir, I have amnesia, so I didn't recognize you. Ow! Shiori kicks me again. I yelp. Please excuse his rudeness, your holiness. She emphasizes the word rudeness with a sharp glare at me. I glare right back. It's not my fault, I have amnesia. He truly doesn't know any better. Indeed. However, despite your friend's attitude, he is correct. I would like to hire an adventurer for an NPC quest. The head of the religion gives out quests? That's even more ridiculous than when I tried to imagine a regular priest doing it. I bit my lip hard to keep from laughing. We'd be honored, your holiness. I have come in here in search of a certain text, which I believe to be within the ancient library of Kerr. Travel to the library and retrieve the book from within its walls. A library? That doesn't sound so bad. It will not be a simple task. Restless spirits haunt the ancient library of Kerr. Of course. Shiori looks like she wants to murder me. Okay, whoa girl, calm down, okay? I'd like to stay alive. We will do it, your holiness. What is the title of the book? It's called Godly, a treatise on the powers of the divine. We shall find his book for you, your holiness. She offers him a respectful bow, then she grabs my arm and drags me out of the church. Nice. The moment we're outside, she yells at me. I get that a lot. I can't believe you. How was I supposed to know who he was? Even after I told you, you didn't treat him with nearly enough respect. I'm sorry, I just can't get over how strange this all feels to me. Whatever. Let's just go to the ancient library of Kerr. Alright. Outside, I look around for any sign of an ancient library. It's this way. This is the way. Do you know the way, Shiori? Yes, of course she does. I hurry after her because I have the distinct impression she'll leave me behind if I'm not quick. But we've got a long walk ahead of us, no complaining. I just wanted to apologize again. Oh. I opened my mouth to explain further, but she has more to say. Honestly, I can't understand how you made it to our town at all. Could your amnesia have set in after you arrived? But then why didn't you have any weapons? Maybe I was just lucky. Is it possible you come from Cage, land of the ninjas? I laugh, unable to help myself. Me, a ninja? Definitely not. Sapentia, Bastion of Knowledge, Arbor, home to the Great Tree? Do any of these names ring any bells? None, I'm afraid. And they won't either. She'll never guess where I come from, because it's not even this world. If I tell her that, though, she'll think I'm nuts. Then I suppose you don't know much about Kerr either. Not a thing. Kerr was an ancient civilization, very advanced and skilled in the use of magic. It crumbled millennia ago. Now only ruins remain, such as the library. What happened to it? No one knows. Are we ready to enter a place like that? Don't worry. The ancient library of Cure is a low-level dungeon. We can get in with a two-person party, and even if the monsters are too tough for you, I should be able to handle them. Alright. Cool. Thank you, man. Okay. Cool. Love it. I love libraries, but I don't want to be in this one. But welcome to the ancient library of Cure. Well, this is nice. Looks like it should be condemned. I eyed the towering dust-covered bookshelves and wonder just how many spiderwebs we'll have to dig through to find the book Nensai wants. Watch your step around here. Because of the restless spirits he mentioned? Yes, but also... Argh! Steel jaws snapped together in the space where my leg was a second ago. After a second they release and the entire trap sinks beneath the floor again. A hidden compartment slides shut. This whole place is booby-trapped. I crouch and study the floor for any sign of the trap, but it looks like the same as the rest of the carpet. Wonderful. Who booby-traps the library? Cure is still shrouded in mystery. Perhaps these traps are set to guard their knowledge from the enemies that destroyed them. Perhaps their own paranoia was their downfall. We better be careful. I draw my sword and use it to test the floor in front of me as I walk toward the bookshelves. This way, even if I don't move in time, it will be my sword the trap gets, not my leg. Whoa, shit, hello. Ah! Restless spirits, remember? She jumps to my side, magic at the ready. I recover from my shock at the sudden appearance of a ghost and lunge forward. My blade swings through the ghost with no discernible effect. Did you practice your shield skill? Not yet. This is a good time for it. Physical attacks are useless against these enemies. Now you tell me. I thought you knew. Why would I know something like that? They're incorporeal spirits. It's not hard to figure out. For you, maybe. Will you just use shield already? Ah, while we argue, the ghost must have charged up an attack. Greenish light blasts me. Fiery pain courses across my skin, and I fall to my knees with a cry. Shield! I struggled to remember what the instructions for shield said, but it's difficult to focus through the pain. It was something about putting mana into my defense. Fire flares as Shiori attacks the ghost with her magic. It reels but retaliates with a ghostly hand that throws her backward. Then it turns its attention towards me. A green glow surrounds it again. Two attacks so close together? Is that really fair? Have you used shield yet? At last I remember what the instruction told me to do. At first I feel oddly drained, probably the sensation of losing mana, but then somehow tougher, hardier. The ghost attack strikes me, but it doesn't hurt as much as I did last time. Instead of fiery pain, it creates an unpleasant tingle. Shiori raises her hands and ice crystals surround the ghost. They slam together at the spirit center and explode. It lets out an anguished cry and fades away. Finally! I thought you said this dungeon was easy. It is. Just remember to use shield and everything will be fine. I should have practiced before we came. Obviously. I turned my attention to the bookshelves. All of the books have cheery titles like Call of the Elder Gods and Blood of the Soul. Exactly the sort of thing I want to see in this haunted library with civilization that crumbled for unknown reasons. We're probably going to be cursed just for entering this place. That would be interesting. Interesting is look at this cool picture, or what an unexpected plot twist in that story. Not, I've been afflicted with a horrible curse. But it could lead us to the truth behind Cure's disappearance. Besides, a priest could probably exorcise the curse. I'll pass on attending my own exorcism, thanks. Then stop complaining and find the book so we can get out of here. I sigh and look through the shelves. Amazingly, despite the disrepair the library has fallen into, most of the spines are readable beneath the layers of dust and cobwebs. Unfortunately, they don't seem to be in any sort of order. I wonder if it's even on this floor. Oh no, don't tell me this place has multiple floors. It has multiple floors. Oh man, we're going to be here forever, aren't we? That's the last thing I need to cross my fingers and pray to whatever gods may watch over this place that I will find the book quickly. The ancient library of Cure makes me skin crawl. It's more than just a ghost. Something feels wrong here. We need to get out as quickly as possible. I reach out and brush the dust off one book. I can't read clearly, no luck. Falling stars and the powers they pass on is probably a fascinating read, but it's not the book that will get us out of here. Oh boy, there's more. Ghost posse? I'll handle them. You keep looking for the book. As she attacks the first ghost, I cast shield to protect myself. It's easier this time. Although I don't like turning my attention away from monsters trying to kill me, I trust her to handle the battle. There's not much I can do anyway. I scan the bookshelves and read each title before moving on. Shield works well. The occasional blast of energy from behind isn't enough to break my concentration, and I don't let myself be distracted by this spectacle of magic as Shiori takes on the ghosts. Books about magic, the world, monsters, gods. Aha! I turn around to see if Shiori needs any help with the battle just as the final ghost fades away. Done! Me too. You mean you found it? Let me see. I point to the tome on the shelf. There, covered by dust but still unidentifiable, sits Godly, a treatise on the powers of the divine. Perfect! Grab it and let's go. I pull the book from the shelf and brace myself. It can't be that easy. Is something wrong? Shouldn't something attack us for taking the book? You mean a boss battle? Yes. Of course this world knows about boss battles, but at this point I shouldn't be surprised. That was the mob of ghosts. Really? But you fought them all by yourself. This is a low-level dungeon, remember? Now come on, we need to get this book back to town. Yes. Well, that was quite an adventure. Outside, I take a deep breath of fresh, not haunted library air. It feels good to be out of there. You okay? Yes, why? I just don't want you collapsing out here or anything. I'd feel ridiculous dragging my party member back to town and explaining to everyone that he'd passed out. I'm not going to pass out. Was that your first time dealing with ghosts? As far as I know. That explains it then. Don't worry. This stuff will become familiar soon. I'm not sure if I ever want to reach the point where fighting ghosts is familiar, but she looks happy, so I don't mention it to her. Ugh. Our time in the library, plus the journey to and from it, took the entire day. The town square is empty. Maybe we'll have to wait until morning to finish our quest. I can't imagine Nensai is... Well, he's awake, obviously. There he is. You have returned. I jump. There he goes, sneaking up on us again. Did you find the book? We did, Your Holiness. She briefly kneels. Kneel, of course. Now I understand why we're supposed to kneel. I kneel briefly, like she did, and then rise. This time I'll make sure she can't accuse me of showing disrespect. I'm rather pleased with myself until I realize she's staring at me. What? The book. Yes, Your Holiness, we found the book. She groans. I mean, give it to him. I look down at my empty hand and gulp. I know I had the book when he left the library on the way home. We fought a few whammers. It wasn't in my hand during the battles. I gave it to you, right? No, you did not. Oh, you lost my book? No, I just, inventory. What? Check your inventory! I blink at her in surprise for a minute, but she has a good point. I'm still not entirely sure how to put things in my inventory, so it's quite possible I did it by accident. I reach into my pockets, which remain implausible portals to hammer space, and fumble around. My fingers brush a dusty book cover. With a cry of triumph, I pull Godly, a treatise on the powers of the divine, from my pocket and hold it out. You forgot it was in your inventory? You made it sound as though you dropped it somewhere along the way, when it was actually safely with you the entire time. Amnesia, sire. Sir, I'm sorry. Please excuse him, Your Holiness. Indeed. Come on, it's not like I did it on purpose. He accepts the book from me and looks it over with a critical eye. At last, he nods. You have done well. Here's your payment. Thanks, Your Holiness. It was a pleasure to serve you. as he hands us each a pouch of gold coins and then strides away without another word. As he walks to the edge of town, he pages through the book. Huh? Is it going out there alone? He doesn't live here, you know. Will he be alright? Of course, he's an important man. He probably has an escort waiting. Then why didn't his escort go to the library? Because he was here, of course. She looks at me as though it's the most obvious thing in the world. I don't follow you. You're right. Your amnesia. This is the Guildmaster's domain. Anyone with a task that involves monsters has an obligation to turn to the adventurers. Oh. I looked forward to the field, but the old man has already vanished from sight. I'm sorry, but that did not look anything like an old man. I wonder what he wanted that book for anyway. The title sounded religious. He probably wants to study its theories of divinity. Anyway, it's not like it matters. We completed our quest. You leveled up a few times, too. A couple more levels, and you'll learn another skill point. What about you? She laughs. That might have been a lot of experience for a new venture like you, but it wasn't enough to make me go up even one level. I'm sorry. For what? Making you take on these low-level quests with me. Excuse me? I don't recall you making me do anything. It was my idea. Only because you feel responsible for me. Give it a rest. No, I'm serious. I should probably be doing these quests with another new adventurers while you're doing things on your level. For a long moment, she doesn't say anything. When she does speak, her voice is quiet. Is that what you want? Truly? I hesitate. On one hand, I don't want to be a burden on her. On the other hand, she's willing to explain things to me and can handle dangerous monsters while I figure out what I'm doing. If I join another party, I'll have to explain my amnesia to complete strangers. More importantly, I enjoy adventuring with her. Sure, she yells at me sometimes and gets frustrated, but I like her. Not really. And stop bringing it up. I just don't want to hold you back. I want whatever you want. And I want to keep working together. But why? That's what I don't understand. She looks away. I haven't fought or taken on quests with a party member in a long time. People don't usually want to be in a party with me. That's right. When we visited the town hall yesterday to turn in our quests, everyone was surprised we were in a party together. They asked if I knew what I was doing. Why not? I'd rather not talk about it. She gives me a defiant stare as if challenging me to pursue the matter further. Okay. What? Really? If you don't want to talk about it, then don't. It doesn't matter to me. Maybe she has a reputation for being a bad party member or something, but as long as things continue to go well for us, I don't care. It's none of my business. Besides, I'm starting to think of her as a friend. I can't leave a friend's party just because other adventurers have a low opinion of her. And if you want to be in my party, then I want to be in yours. You're a strange one, Hayato. It's probably just the amnesia talking. I don't think so. You should get some rest, it's late. She turns away and starts to walk off, but then she glances back over her shoulder. Oh, and thanks. I'm happy I met you. Aw, thanks. Happy I met you too. Yay, we get to hang out with Aiko again? When I entered the inn, Aiko was seated at one of the tables with a guy dressed as a jester. They appear to be having an intense conversation about the cards they're holding, but she looks up and waves me over. Hi, Hayato. Are you a fan of Double Duo? What? Is that some sort of band? Huh? Who is this weirdo? That's rich, coming from someone dressed like he is. This is my friend Hayato. He has amnesia. Nice to meet you. Double Duo is a card game. Like poker? He forgets Double Duo but remembers poker? That's some amnesia. No, it's nothing like poker. You collect cards and battle them. I finally found someone with a Demon Overlord card. I've been searching for years. And she had 2 silver mage cards. I couldn't find one anywhere. And she got 2. That's lucky for you. Oh, I see. Do you want to play? I just bought 2 booster packs and I'd be happy to give you one. I would love to play, but for now, we're gonna stop it here. I'm gonna end the video here because I'm running out of time. But I love this game so much. I don't see what's so wrong with this game. It seems charming and I absolutely love it. For now, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this game so far. If you are, hit that button down below, and like always, I will catch you all in the next video. Stay awesome. Bye.